Hey everyone! Today, we are diving into an exciting journey through the world of food resources. With more people on the planet than ever before, figuring out how to improve our food supply is very important. Let's explore how advancements in farming and taking care of animals can help feed everyone in a sustainable way. To understand how we can meet the growing food demand, let's first take a look at some revolutionary movements that changed the game. The Green Revolution was a game changer in the mid 20th century, massively boosting agricultural production with new plant varieties, fertilizers, and better irrigation. It helped feed millions of people worldwide. Not to be outdone, the White Revolution transformed India into one of the largest milk producers by modernizing dairy farming. Pretty cool, right? Now that we've seen how big changes can make a big difference, let's zoom in on what makes crops grow better. Growing crops isn't just about planting seeds and waiting. Farmers need to understand how crops grow, what they need, and when they need it. By choosing the right crop varieties and growing them during the best seasons, like Kharif and Rabi, farmers can get more bang for their buck. Factors for variety improvement are higher yield, improved quality, biotic and abiotic resistance, change in maturity duration, and wider adaptability. Speaking of choosing the right crop varieties, let's dig a bit deeper into what makes some crops better choices than others. With our seeds selected, it's time to manage our crops to get the best yields. In places like India and many others around the world, farming can range from small family gardens to huge farms. Depending on what resources they have, farmers can use different methods to get the most out of their land. But crops don't grow by air and sunshine alone. Let's take a look at what else they need. Plants are a bit like us, they need a balanced diet to grow healthy and strong. They get their nutrients from air, water, and soil, including essential stuff like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. It's like plant food. To help our plants get more of these nutrients, there's a special ingredient farmers use. Manure comes from decomposing plant waste and animal poop. It's a natural way to make the soil richer and help plants grow better. There are different types, like compost or vermicompost, each with its own benefits. Besides natural manure, there's another way to give plants their nutrients. Fertilizers are commercially produced plant nutrients. They supply nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Organic farming promotes organic practices with minimal chemicals, utilizes bioagents and biopesticides, and encourages mixed cropping for pest control and nutrient provision. With nutrients sorted, there's one more critical piece to the puzzle. Proper irrigation is crucial for crop success by providing water at the right stages, leading to increased crop yield. There are different types of irrigation systems like wells, canals, rivers, and tanks. Now, let's see how farmers mix things up to get the most out of their land. Farmers have some clever tricks up their sleeves, like growing different crops together or in a sequence to improve soil health, control pests, and get more varied produce. It's all about making the land work smarter, not harder. Mixed cropping. Mixed cropping involves planting two or more crops together in alternating rows to maximize nutrient utilization, prevent pests and diseases. Intercropping. Intercropping involves growing multiple crops together, like wheat plus gram or groundnut plus sunflower, reducing disease risk and offering protection against crop failure. Crop rotation. Crop rotation involves planting different crops successively on the same land, considering factors like crop duration and moisture, and planning for multiple crops per year to improve harvest success. But growing crops isn't just about the right seeds, nutrients, and water. There's also a battle against pests and weeds. Crop protection management. Unwanted guests like weeds and insect pests can seriously harm crops. By using resistant plant varieties, growing crops together, and plowing at the right times, farmers can protect their fields and ensure a bountiful harvest. From plants to animals, let's talk about another vital food resource. Animal husbandry is the scientific management of animal livestock. It includes various aspects such as feeding, breeding, and disease control. Animal based farming includes cattle, goat, sheep, poultry, and fish farming. Speaking of milk, did you know? Milk producing females are called milch animals, dairy animals, while the one used for farm labor is called draught animals. The animal feed includes roughage, which is large, fiber and concentrates that are low in fiber and contain relatively high levels of protein and other nutrients. But it's not just about cows and milk. There's more to animal farming. Poultry farming aims to breed improved poultry with specific traits like enhancing reproductive capacity, commercial chick production, developing breeds resilient to summer, low maintenance, and adaptability to cost effective diets. From the land to the water, let's dive into something fishy. Various marine fish like pomfret, mackerel, and tuna are popular, while valuable species such as mullets, bhetki, and prawns contribute to the economy. Depletion of marine fish stocks has boosted mariculture. Fish resources include freshwater and brackish water bodies, with composite fish culture systems allowing extensive farming by combining species in a single pond. And for something a bit sweeter, let's buzz into the world of beekeeping. Beekeeping is vital in agriculture, offering additional income through honey production and medicinal wax. Varieties like Apis cerna indica and Italian bees are used for honey. Italian bees are preferred for high yield, calm nature, longevity, and breeding. Honey quality depends on available flowers for nectar collection, impacting taste. Conclusion. And that wraps up our whirlwind tour of improving food resources. From the ground to our plates, there's a lot that goes into making sure everyone has enough to eat. We hope that you have understood the topic. You can now study chapter notes, watch video lectures, and solve MCQ tests of this chapter on Edurif to ensure you score well in your school exams. And that's not all. You also get amazing courses for maths, science, English, Hindi, and much more for class 9. Thank you.